Aloha and welcome to this October 20th, 2017 version of DevBits. Today we have some exciting news about the growth of GitHub, and they have just celebrated their 10th anniversary this month, or 10-year anniversary, right? I believe that's correct. They put out their state of the Octoverse, they call it. And put out some pretty cool statistics about kind of the community and a lot of the activity that goes around GitHub and really kind of the effect that that's had on open source software and the community in general. Some interesting numbers over since their inception. There are now 24 million developers on the platform with 67 million repositories, again, mostly open source. And that has a huge impact on our world when you have that volume of people and that volume of software that is freely available and shareable, and it impacts all of our lives. So big props to GitHub. A couple other cool stats: in 2017 alone, they saw 100 million pull requests. That's for those of you that don't know, that's people sharing their contributions and contributing to other projects. JavaScript being the most popular language with 2.3 million pull requests in 2017, and a strong up-and-comer that we're integrating into our new cybersecurity and big data analyst tracks in Python with 1 million pull requests. So Python is really kind of showing its dominance across the landscape, but also in key areas with machine learning and cybersecurity in addition to web development. Probably the most important statistic that we saw in the report is that in 2017 we have seen 7.2 million thumbs up emojis posted on repos, comments, and pull requests. So apparently a very supportive and happy community contributing to each other's works. So that's cool. A little bit more on the career front. A couple articles that we'll post in the comments below, specifically related to apprenticeship and how blue collar, what's historically been a blue collar approach to the workforce is now making its way into white collar jobs. So here at DevLeague, we've worked with the State Department of Labor here to secure some federal funding for apprenticeship over the last 2 years, and we actually have courses approved for both our JavaScript web engineer and our big data analyst track to receive apprenticeship funding for those tracks. So, but just in general, it's a big shift in momentum in how we're going to continue to build a technical workforce as a nation, and so really it's applying an age-old concept to white-collar industry. And so it's all about mentorship. That's a big thing that we stand for, is kind of grow your own talent, spread, share your knowledge that you've gained over time. And if you can do that in an organization, generally you get good quality employees, you get commitment when you invest in people, and there's a lot of loyalty that goes in that. So even from the Federal Department of Labor, they're talking about over the next 5 years adding another $100 to $200 million in funding for apprenticeship programs in tech specifically. So that's if you want more information of how you as an employer can join the American Apprenticeship Initiative, or you are a potential job seeker that would like to seek funding for training and be paired with employers that are looking for people like yourself, please reach out to us, and we're happy to give you more information. Last but not least, in big data, you want to talk about big data? What about space data? I think that's as big as you can get when we're talking about big data. But a report put out by Sparks and Honey is talking about what it means to collect data in space. They said that basically the cost to get into space, to launch satellites into space, is the lowest it's ever been. And they compare it to about the cost of building and launching an application. So that's pretty crazy to think about, is that something that you're on your phone cost as much as it is launching a satellite in today's world. So what that means is as as companies are going to Mars and beyond, and the amount of data that's collected, how can we use that data, apply it to industry here? So specifically, they pointed out agriculture is that with the volume of data about weather patterns and trends and things like that, how can we apply that to agriculture, grow more sustainable crops, time seasons better, and all that kind of stuff. So again, when you have data, it helps make better decisions, and we like big data, and it doesn't get any bigger than that. So that is it for this Friday's version of DevBits. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Aloha.